Hi fellow traders, I'm making this video to give you an update on all the recent currency pairs about which I have already made videos. So let's first talk today about pound. So if you have watched the video made separately for pound on January 2nd when I had entered the position, I had clearly said that this can be A, B, C, D to the downside, or price may just go a little down, retrace little down, and may come up because this candle had closed above this MACD predictor, which is why there was a contradiction in the sell scenario. Nevertheless, I always stick to my plan, and it went down, it came up, and I closed my sell position at the break even. So now scenario is different, and I am canceling my sell scenario, and now we will be looking for the buy scenario. So I have already entered my buy position, and now my plan is not to trade pound versus dollar. I have to trade pound versus Japanese yen because USD JPY is retracing to the upside, and minimum retracement is going to be uh, until it hits 109.00 area. If you place this Fibonacci retracement tool here, you'll find that the 61.8% retracement is 109. It's 108.955 precisely, but 109 is a round number, so it will be hit. So I have just entered my position right when the GBP JPY broke above this high, and the target of this trade is going to be upward ABCD. So if we look at the recent, very recent swing, so we can plot ABCD from this point like A, B, C, and D to the upside. But this is not how I'm going to decide the target or exit the position, because this is not the major pair. So we should go to the major pair. There we should try to find the target and the extensions. So let me first delete all other tools, and let me plot this Fibonacci expansion or extension to show you the target. 100% of this is here, but this is too far. I'll rather target the 61.8.618. That is Fibonacci extension 61.8. All right, let me plot this. Okay, so this is near the previous top. So this will be the target of pound, next target. Since I do not have any position in pound, I have position in GBP JPY. So if pound reaches here, or if USD JPY reaches 109, I'll exit my GBP JPY buy position, and stop loss is right below this area because this trade is based on London session, and if price falls back below this, then there is no sense of keeping this buy position. So that's all about the GBP USD. Just like I had explained in the okay, that's all about the GBP USD. Now moving to Euro USD. If you have watched my last video, that was about Euro USD, Euro JPY, and USD JPY. So as per the plan, I have entered the Euro JPY, and target is somewhere around the previous swing low. This is something around 121.70, 121.80. So sorry, 70 or 80. So this is the target, and the idea is same because euro is going to the upside, but not with very fast movement, and USD JPY is going to the upside. So I entered buy in Euro JPY as per the plan, and the stop loss is here, and we will be holding this position until USD JPY hits this 61.8, that is 109 or 108.955 area. So that's all about the euro. Australian dollar reached our target and closed at the target. So it is very nice to stick to the plan. Sometimes you hold on to the trade and you get your target. New Zealand dollar did not hit the target because the target is here 30%, 66.26.5, 66.20. This was the area. So New Zealand dollar is looking like retracing to the upside. So maybe New Zealand dollar will reach 66.99, or you can say around number 0.67 by the time euro and pound will go to the upside and complete the recent targets, because New Zealand is also reluctant to fall anymore. You can see that it has been stagnating to the sideways, and it is in a range. We can plot a rectangle here to clearly make the range visible. So here, this is the range of New Zealand dollar recently. And this range seems like to be to seems like going to be broken to the upside rather than downside, and the next destination is most probably will be this 0.67 area. So we'll be watching the development. We have already taken profit from our New Zealand dollar sell position today, and we'll be watching further for further development. So that's all about the New Zealand dollar. Now coming to the USD CAD. If you had watched my one video that was about three currencies: dollar, Canadian dollar, and Japanese yen. I had talked about only these three currencies and all the pairs made of these three currencies in that video. Recently, I think that was my second last video, perhaps. So the title of the video was uh, analysis of CAD with USD JPY, CAD JPY, and USD CAD, something like that. So this was the rectangle, and when rectangle was something around here, I had made this video, and I had talked about the possibility of USD CAD breaking to the downside, and then also had talked about the possibility of USD JPY of retracing up. So I suggested not to sell USD CAD in such situation, rather buy CAD JPY. So we have entered the CAD JPY buy position as per today's movement started at beginning of London session, and we are going to target this area 1.272. That is something around 84.149. So this is the target. I'll explain the target, but I'll have to show you something on USD CAD before I explain the target. USD CAD is really willing to go down, but not going down with faster move because of strength in dollar recently. And this rectangle is not just a rectangle, because if we look the movement after formation of this high, this looks like a descending triangle. Yeah, it will be called descending triangle, right? Yeah, whatever triangle, because the main theme of the triangle is to show the further breakout in the direction. So I'll show you what I'm trying to tell you. Instead of rectangle, now we can now I see this price moving like triangle, like this. After after such a downtrend, when such kind of triangle or pennant or flag is made, there are many terms for this. If it was very short, it will be called pennant, and of course it will look short if we go to the 4 hour time frame. This is just like a pennant, or you can say the flag. So after a train, if such kind of pattern is formed, it is most probably that the pattern is broken in the direction of the trend. So this is the downtrend, this will be broken. So that's all about the USD CAD. And anyway, we are not selling USD CAD, we have bought CAD JPY. So coming back to CAD JPY, and let's talk about the target of CAD JPY. So if we look at the recent development in CAD JPY, it is very harmonic. Let's start talking from this point. From this point, this is looking like a three drive: first drive, second drive, and third drive. Um, Second drive was 161.8% extension of the first drive. You see this line? This is the red line. Yeah, this one, the red line. Okay, so here you can see that there I have mentioned 161.8 line. This was the line, as well as it was ABCD 100%. ABCD. So the first and second drive are equal to each other. And if we look at the retracement of after the formation of second drive, it is also very harmonic to the previous retracement, and that's why uh, the extension of this retracement to the upside is here 161.8%, and it is coinciding with new ABCDs from A, B, C, and D. So if this CD leg will go up and it will make 100%, this will coincide with this. So probably this three drive will be completed at 84.95 area, 84.9395 area. Nevertheless, this is not the required criteria to be fulfilled for formation of three drive. The minimum criteria of three drive is 127.2% extension of the previous retracement. So this was the previous retracement from this point to this point, and 127.2% retracement is here. So that is the minimum target. That's why I'm targeting only 84.15 or 84.14. So this is where it will at least reach before falling to the downside. Already you can see the behavior market consolidated here, try retrace it down here, and then went along. So it is gonna go to 84.15 by the time USD JPY will reach 109.00 area. So that's about the CAD JPY. And I think I have already spoken about all other pairs which I had discussed in the past, and also I have discussed about uh, today's positions which I have taken. So that's all. Thank you for watching. Have a nice trading session ahead.